This one is Tim Means versus Andre Fialho. Tim Means, UFC vet, 32-15, 2-3 in his last five, 39 years old. That's something that I want to highlight there. He's going up against Andre Fialho, 16-7, 2-3 in his last five, 29 years old. In terms of the height advantage, Tim Means does have a 2-inch height advantage, slight reach advantage at 1 inch as well. Um, Odds, just so you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing right here. Andre opened up at minus 145. Now has been bet to minus 170. So slight action right there on Andre. Might be a buy low there. Um, you know, Tim Means he's an underrated vet in my opinion. He's pretty tough. It does look like he's starting to slow down. I mean, he's 39, so don't blame him there. Um, he looked decent in his last fight, in my opinion, against Alex Morono, who I think he's definitely a UFC caliber kind of gatekeeper type of fighter. So that wasn't a bad loss in my opinion. But you kind of just saw how the new age techniques of an Alex Morono got him with that guillotine, right? That guillotine that Morono kind of pushed on him. Tim Means might not even train for that, and he does look kind of bad in grappling situations to me. He also got subbed by Kevin Holland. So he might not be keeping up with the new age kids on the block in terms of grappling situations. But I don't think he has to worry about that in this fight. I mean, he's fighting against a guy, Andre Fialho, who's I like to call him all hands, no chin. I mean, his chin is freaking deteriorating. I mean, I feel like he's getting knocked out every fight he's going into. His last fight against Joaquin Buckley, he was fighting Joaquin Buckley who was coming down from 185 to 170. Boom, head kick KO in the second round. Before that, spinning back kick and punches against Muslim Salikov. Jake Matthews, who man, Jake Matthews right crossed him. I mean, he made Jake Matthews look like a top tier in terms of his division, and I don't think Jake Matthews is that. So three straight KOs, the definition of a glass cannon. I mean, I think I'll compare this guy to like a Cody Garbrandt in a way, where they're just all there for all that action, no chin, any kind of touch on that chin could be lights out for them pretty much. Does have some nice hands, does have some KO power. I don't think he has any grappling to speak of, in my opinion, that I've seen at least. Um, just because of that, I mean, I think this is going to be a pretty close fight. I'm going to wait for weigh-ins. Right now, I'm leaning towards dog or pass, but that 10-year age advantage that Fialho has of being the younger man, that looms large for me. I mean, that's something that's a trend that I just don't want to go against sometimes. The trend is your friend in a lot of things, and a trend like a 10-year age advantage. I mean, I don't want to go against that. That's just really hard to go against. But if I were to play this fight, I would say dog or pass. And if you notice, just this card overall, I mean, not a lot of things where I'm saying automatic parlay piece yet, right? I mean, I'm for me, I'm passing on a lot of these fights so far. I just think that it's kind of a trap city, and you got to kind of pick your spots in this. So I'll go on to Gerard here. Gerard, what do you think about this fight?
Tim Means has been around, right? He's 39. Um, the thing for this fight, this matchup, I notice is that Tim Means to me, he doesn't seem too explosive of a fighter. And the matchups that Fialho has been getting knocked out in seems to be like pretty explosive fighter with some power, young and explosive. Um, I think Tim Means he has really educated striking. He'll be there to be a dog. He just has a deficiency in the grappling exchange, which it seems like I don't think this will be an issue for Tim. Um, I actually think that Fialho he has a chin. It just gets tested too much during the fight, and I mean this to like it's not like I actually think has decent defense actually.
Really?
But I think it's just these matchups. He's going up against like some explosive guys who hit him, he stumbles, and he's not lights out. It took a few against Jake Matthews. It took he his chin was holding up pretty well. I was like, man, a lot of people would be gone by now. Um, but I think against Tim Means, I don't think Tim Means has the explosive pop to knock out a Fialho because I actually think he does have a chin. It's just bad matchups. And he is like 10 years younger almost. And yeah, I think this could be like a bounce back for Fialho, honestly. But Tim Means has that experience against some decent strikers as well. So yeah, it's kind of iffy. I think I would wait. I would wait until weigh-ins for this, but I'm leaning Andre Fialho, not locking in anything yet.
Definitely. Alex, well, what are your thoughts on this fight right here?
Like me, if these fights like go go past like the full 5 minutes, I think Means is gonna look better on the scorecard in terms of like what the judges look at because he's just gonna have more activity. But I think Fialho will be able to get the KO here. I think that age gap is pretty wide, and um, yeah, I mean, I think Fialho has definitely has like skill. You know, his shots are pretty heavy. So yeah, I think I'm going with Fialho here.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, the 10-year, age advantage. Fialho has the power. A lot of things going on for him in this fight. It's just I've seen so much of this guy just taking so much damage, and I don't know if I want to see him get potentially KO'd by a 39-year-old dude. That would be a very sad way to potentially lose money there. But yeah, I do agree with you guys. I see where you guys are coming from right there.